Oh! Ooh. Well, guys, we're back. It's been 1 year. It's been 1 year since my last Halloween video like this, where we sit down and we talk about the movies. Does the beanie look good? I don't know. I cut my hair, so maybe it looks better without it. Oh god, my hair looks terrible. Oh my gosh, sorry for my appearance. I just had a very, very long day. Just watching movies, and today I watched Halloween Ends. It all ended tonight. It was a very big deal, and sorry, yeah, this one's going to be another rambling video. I actually haven't done a rambling like movie review, I don't think, in my new place. The scenery has changed a little bit. I used to do movie reviews and rants and reviews and stuff like this all the time on the channel once upon a time ago. And if you're coming from any of those videos, hello, welcome back. We're in a new area. Got some of the same old movies behind me, but this is my new apartment. And yeah, so now we are here. My name is ZRice. Welcome if you're new to the channel. It's zricefilms. We make movies and crazy videos and vlogs and, well, all sorts of stuff. Go have fun and explore. But if you're going to stick with this video, I got a lot to say. We're talking all things Halloween, all things Michael Myers. Evil dies tonight, or did he? We don't know yet. I know, because I just watched Halloween Ends. Went into the theater today, and they got us checked in. And well, I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it when I get to Halloween Ends. We have a long list of films we got to get through. We're ranking the Halloween series from worst to best. Which is the best movie? Which is the worst movie? And where does my opinion lie with the brand newest final installment of Halloween Ends? Let's get down to it. The very bottom of my list, at number 13, there's been 13 films, it's crazy, is Halloween Resurrection. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Resurrection is not only the worst Halloween movie for me, but I think it's one of the worst movies ever made. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what were they thinking when they were making this movie? I don't know. It was so random and so weird and so wild. Busta Rhymes doing spin kicks. The movie's so old. I bet I could spoil it now. You know what they did to Laurie Strode in the beginning of the movie. That scene, I've come to. That scene is all right with me now. I think. People are like, oh, they did her dirty and stuff like that. But you know, if you look at the circumstances at the time, Jamie Lee Curtis wanted a send-off for her character so she would never have to come back to Halloween again. She got her send-off, she got her paycheck, and just, you know, that was probably when that's the best part of the movie, you know the rest of the movie is going to be bad. You know, killing off your main character like that, you know. It's like Terminator. I don't think anyone cares if I spoil Terminator Dark Fate. When they killed off John Connor in like the first 5 minutes of the movie, and you're like, what? And like, it's like nothing matters anymore. Like, that was the reason why people got invested in Terminator in the first place, was, yes, because of Arnold and he's this unstoppable machine. But, you know, a lot of people resonate with John Connor, and so that's the character that they did dirty. But yeah, Halloween Resurrection is a no-go for me. I just not... Everybody knows that one's just... I don't know. And if you like it, that's fine. It's your opinion. You could like whatever you want, but for me, worst of the series. Number 12, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, and I think I have the... Oh, wait, let me go get my Blu-ray set over here. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Right there. Talk about Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. the reason why it's at the bottom of the list is because it's not that I don't necessarily like the film. I think the film is okay, but it's not like amazing or like wow. And I'm a big fan of Rob Zombie and all of his films. 31, House of a Thousand Corpses. Look at this. Another thing that I got. Bam. Met Bill Moseley at a convention. I'm a big Rob Zombie fan. I just went to one of his concerts. It came to Chula Vista. Went there with my girlfriend. And we're both big Rob Zombie fans. And actually, Rob Zombie's Halloween is pretty high up on this list. But number 2 is kind of forgettable. I kind of forgot about it. I remember A White Horse, Sherry Moon, Little Michael. They changed the kid actor. There's lots of stuff going on with Michael, and he's possessed, and he has demons, and his mask is falling apart. You see his face. You see Michael's face. And sorry, spoilers, minor spoilers for this video. I mean, the only people who are clicking on this are probably Halloween fans anyway, so you guys know the deal. But yeah, that one's just, it's okay. I need to rewatch it because I just don't think it's very memorable. But yeah, that lands at number 12 on my list. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Number 11 on my list is one of these. This one right here. Halloween 5. Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Let's look at the disc in here. There it is. There we go. This one is down on my list at number 11 because of its disappointment factor. The end of number 4 had such a great ending. Young Jamie just bam, 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 murdering one of her family members, and then you look at number 5 and you're like, oh my gosh, what are they going to do next? Where are they going to go from here? And then nothing. They did nothing. Well, close to nothing. They did something, but it's a weird choice. It's a weird style. It doesn't match up with like 4 and 5. There's so many ways you could watch these movies. You could watch, Halloween 1 and 2, and then like call it a day. You could watch Halloween 1, and then the new trilogy of films, Halloween, Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends. You could watch Halloween 1, and then Halloween 2, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6. That's another way you can watch it. Or you can watch Halloween 1, Halloween 2, and then Halloween H2O, and that's its own trilogy. You can add Resurrection onto there. Rob Zombie's 2 films are its own little thing. There's so many ways. There's so many ways to watch Halloween. And so you kind of just have to consume it all if you're a fan. And yeah. Oh god. Halloween 5 is kind of an odd one out where it doesn't go well with the first movie. It doesn't go well with the 4th movie. It doesn't really go well with the 6th movie either. And there's just a lot of weird things that are just never explained in 6 that come from 5. And things that aren't explained in 4 that, aren't even explained in... It's just... 5 is weird and confusing. And, not very good. Number 10, we're on to... And do I have the Blu-ray of this one? I believe so. Oh no, where did it go? Does anybody see it? Does anybody see it? No. No. Oh god. Bear with me, folks. Wait a second. This is concerning me. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where is it? Oh, okay, here we go. Halloween Kills. I was very sad about this. When I was moving here, it got like really, really waterlogged for some reason. I don't know, something spilled on it, and so I might just throw this cover away. But I do like the covers of stuff. The inside movie is, perfectly fine, and I have yet to see the extended edition with the alternate ending. in it. My mom watched it apparently, and she said it was pretty good. Oh God, wait! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is not my number 10. This video is a disaster already. Halloween Kills comes later. It's actually higher on my list. Number 10 is what you guys clicked on the video for. It's Halloween Ends. That's right, Halloween Ends is all the way down at number 10. Not as bad as Resurrection. Not as, gosh. You know, I might switch 5 and Ends, but I liked... Okay, just start from the beginning. I've been a big Halloween fan all my life. I remember watching Halloween back in the 5th grade. My parents sat me down. They said, "You're ready to watch this, son." And I was like, "Okay, Mom and Dad." And they had it pre-recorded on the TV because we had, you know, cable in those days. It wasn't always about streaming. That was back when Netflix would mail you a DVD. And they turned it on, and I saw a no nudity version of Halloween, the original John Carpenter classic, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe what I'm watching. I was inspired. I was glued to the screen. Never seen a horror movie like it. Still really haven't to this day. Nothing really emulates that film. And so I watched it, and I was stunned, and I was shooketh, and I said to my parents, "Hey, I want to be Michael Myers for Halloween." And they're like, "We already bought you a Freddy Krueger costume." Because I had watched Nightmare on Elm Street a few weeks prior. And then I was like, oh man, you're right. So I was Michael Myers the next year, and the year after that, and the year after that, for many, many years since. Last year was actually the first year that I wasn't Michael since 5th grade. And I'm about to graduate college, so it was quite a long time. I was a Ghostbuster last year because I was so hyped for Ghostbusters Afterlife. I just couldn't wait, so I was a Ghostbuster. And I liked Afterlife. Don't have the Blu-ray yet, but I'm gonna get it. Anyways, you go watch a video where I broke down every Ghostbusters video, and I did a video like this where I ranked them all. Anyways, this isn't a Ghostbusters video. So I love Michael Myers, and then when Halloween 2018 was being announced, I was like, oh Jesus Christ, I can't wait. Is this gonna be good? Is this gonna be bad? I don't care. I'm just gonna see it. And I remember when the trailer got released, and I was sitting at school, and we were supposed to be working on a project, but I got on my computer and I put my headphones on and I watched it, and everybody was like, "You're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be working on this infographic that we were designing on the computer." And I was like, no, I'm gonna watch this trailer. And I watched it, and I watched it over again, and I was like, oh my God. And I've seen that Halloween 2018 trailer probably like 50 times because I just love it so much. I think they put it together so very well. And I watched it in the theater with my dad. It was the very first movie I saw in Dolby surround sound. It was all around us, and we were like, whoa. And it was good. We saw it on opening night, just me and my dad, and we had a good old time. And then Halloween Kills comes around, and I was like, oh, what are they going to do now? It was delayed a little bit because of COVID. But you couldn't really see the COVID restrictions on the film. I don't know if they shot it before or after COVID, but probably before COVID because they had a lot of people, you know, running around and clumping together, so it was probably before, but it just took a while for the movie to get released at the proper time. But yes, so Halloween Kills came around. I liked it. A lot of people hate Halloween Kills, but I'm a Halloween Kills defender. So then I was like, oh, Halloween Ends is going to be great. It's going to be the finale. Was it good? No. Halloween Ends is at number 10 on my list. When you're ranked 10th in a film series, it can't be that good. It can't be. 2/3 of the movie, I was sighing and shaking my head. I know there's a review embargo right now, so I can't really go too much into it. And I'm not trying to reveal the film. I'm just trying to discuss it a little bit so I can put a ranking on it. And it comes in at number 10. So let me just say this. Halloween Ends, I was fairly disappointed with the majority of what happened. I wish Laurie was in it more than she was. I didn't care that she wasn't really in it in Halloween Kills because there was, you know, she got like beat up and broken down in the first Halloween 2018, and so it only made sense for her to, you know, give her some time to rest in the hospital and stuff like that. So I didn't care about that, but there's some things in Halloween Ends where I was like, no, are we really doing this? Like, this has been theorized and like, oh, that'd be cool if this happened. But I never thought I never thought that was cool, and I was like, no, that's not gonna happen. And then they did some things, and I was like, no, it's actually gonna happen. And then more things happened. The finale was okay. You know, some people got what they deserved, some people didn't get what they deserved, character-wise, and it was people were comparing it to Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, how it's very, like, kind of, like, surreal, and, like, I didn't really get that too much, but, I don't know, I was kind of disappointed by it, and I saw it, you know, at a screening of, this video's coming out on Thursday, so I saw it, you know, I saw it tonight, but, you know, the video will come out in a few hours after I saw it, but yeah, it's just, I don't know, I'm disappointed. And, of course, this is not going to be the final Halloween film. Can't be. There's got to be more. Let me just fix this up on my camera. There's got to be more. This is not Halloween Ends. They're going to reboot it in 10 years. We're going to see what happens. But, yeah. I don't know. This is the look. This is the face of disappointment. Funny thing though that happened, I was in line for the screening with a bunch of people waiting to go into the theater, and a guy came up to me and he was like, "Oh hey, I'm with you know, the screening people. I'm with GoFobo or whatever, where I got the tickets from," and he was like, "We're gonna have another movie coming out soon." He's like, "It's not really a horror movie, but here's a screening ticket if you want it," and I took it. And he was like, "It's for from the writer of The Fault in Our Stars, and it's gonna be great." And I was like, "Oh, I love that! I love The Fault in Our Stars." And he was like, "Oh, good. Here, take a ticket, and we'll see you at the screening." I was like, "Thank you." Now I've never seen A Fault in Our Stars, so I might go to that. Comment down below if I should go see this new movie with John Green. I just know him as, you know, the YouTuber who famously created VidCon and all that stuff like that. But anyways, yes, that's a random story for you there. Number 9. Everybody's clicking off the video right now. Number 9, Curse of Michael Myers, which is number 6, comes after Halloween 5. I have actually seen the producer's cut of the film. I guess it's not really, you know, that hard to watch the producer's cut than it is to own it. And I actually own the producer's cut as well on the Blu-ray. You go on eBay, you search that boy up, and oh my god, it's worth... Some of them are going for hundreds of dollars, the producer's cut, and I got it for a fairly good price, and I was surprised when I found it. I found it at a book-off in San Diego, and I was like, wow, this is like $15, and somebody doesn't know what they got here. And so I bought it, and that was the best deal I've ever found at book-off, and I was very happy about that. And if there was one Blu-ray that I would get signed, because I'm not really a fan of signed Blu-rays and stuff. I like pictures and I like looking at art. If there was one Blu-ray I would get signed, it would be that one, because I feel like that'd be worth something. But anyways, Halloween 6, producer's cut is fairly better than the original, I would say. There's more scenes with Dr. Loomis and Donald Pleasance, and why would you cut out scenes with Donald Pleasance? You know, if I had a movie with Donald Pleasance, especially it being like his final movie, his last Halloween movie, keep it all in there. Keep it all in. We want to see all the Dr. Loomis we can get before he's gone. And, of course, Donald Pleasance loved the series. He would do any of them, no matter what, no matter how crazy or kooky they are. Now, Halloween 6 is a kooky movie. With full of cults, and Paul Rudd is Tommy Wallace, and yeah, it's crazy. But 6 it's better than Halloween Ends, let me tell you, because it's fun. A lot of Halloween Ends, I was sitting there and I was kind of bored, and I was like, I wasn't waiting for it to end, because I know once it would end, I was like, there won't be any more Halloween movies to watch anymore, other than rewatching them. But watching for the first time, there won't be any more for, you know, quite a while. So I wasn't wanting Halloween Ends to end, but I was like, my God, they got to get on with this. They got to get on with something, because this is just bleh. But anyways, Halloween, Chris Michael Myers comes in at number 9. Number 8, we have Halloween H2O. Halloween H2O. A true sequel to the Halloween, original Halloween. Jamie Lee Curtis comes back in her role. She's like, I'm back, guys. I'm back. And it's the 90s, and it's very 90s movie. Very, very weird mask. The mask is not good at all. Some shots, they can pull it off. Others, my God, it does not look like Michael Myers at all. And so they kind of failed in that aspect. I mean, yeah. I even think Halloween 5 and 6 had a better looking mask than H2O. So yeah. Yeah, not bad movie. There's some cool moments in that one. Showdown with him and Laurie is fairly good. Yeah, I most people talk about H2O in a positive way because it is a good movie. It's not like this whole video is based on like choice and picking favorites and stuff. It's not a deep dive or an analytical breakdown of the saga, but you know, so by choice, I don't think Halloween H2O is my favorite, and that's why it's on the bottom of the list like this. Well, it's in the middle. It's like in the middle of the list. Number 8 out of 13. It's kind of in the middle somewhere. So, yeah. Not my favorite. Not the worst one. But definitely good. They gave me this blue wristband to get into Halloween Ends. Number 7, we have Halloween 4. Danielle Harris's starring role. She is the star. She is a star. And she'll always be a star for that film. She plays young Laurie. And the ending is fantastic. One of the best twists in any movie, I think, horror or not. The music is good. The mask is a little funny looking. But I don't mind it. You know, it still feels like it's Michael Myers deep down in there. Plus, there's a scene where he grabs a new mask, so it's a new one. It's a brand new one. He's got something new on. Jamie Lee Curtis is not in it. She doesn't really need to be, but because Donald Pleasance is back in Halloween 4. And he's got the scars on. He survived the explosion from number 2, and he's ready to go. And you know, the scene with Michael at the gas station, he's wrapped up like a Universal monster mummy, all Boris Karloff style, and he has the freaking thing, explosions, and it was crazy. And then there's the shootout at the end. Michael gets blasted over and over again, and yeah. Halloween 4 is fun. Maybe I should put it higher on the list because number 6. Now I could bring this back out. Number 6, we have Halloween Kills, and the reason why this is okay, I might switch to Kills on 4 now because I was talking about 4, and I was realizing how much I liked it. Okay, so for now, 4 and Kills are switched now, but we're gonna talk about Kills a little bit. Halloween Kills came out. Everybody was hating on it. And that's why I thought I keep talking about Halloween Ends because how can I? It's the the most fresh in my brain. That's how I thought Halloween Ends was going to be. The reviews for Halloween Ends have slowly been starting to come out within today and yesterday, because today was also the premiere of it at the Mann's Chinese Theater. Or yesterday was the premiere of it at the Mann's Chinese Theater. Today, Jamie Lee Curtis got her handprints into by the Walk of Fame in front of the theater, and Arnold Schwarzenegger was there. But Halloween Kills, when it came out, it was getting review bombed, and I was like, oh no. And I'm not usually one to pay attention to reviews. I do like look at them and I skim and scan through them, but if there's a movie that I really, really want to see, then it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go no matter bad reviews or not. And because I'm a Halloween fan, I have to go see Halloween Kills. It doesn't matter that it's getting, review bombed, tanked, trashed, and I went and saw it and I liked it. I actually gave it a 4 out of 5 stars on my Letterboxd, which you can follow in the description. If it's not in the description, just go to ZRiceFilms on Letterboxd and I'll see you there. Rice Reviews Official on Instagram as well. Most people don't know I have an Instagram movie review account, but it's there too. And yeah, I'm just reviewing movies everywhere, it seems like. Halloween Kills, it's a blast. From the past, I think it's kind of like in the style of like old 80s slasher flicks and stuff like that. It's very campy, very cheesy, corny lines, and people are like, ugh, what is this? This is corny, blah, blah, blah. It didn't rub off on me like that. I loved it. Opening scene, fantastic. They went back and recreated 1978 all over again. And no, it's not perfect. But, none of these movies are. No movie is perfect. So I gotta give it credit where credit's due. They kind of went all out for this one. It was all out war. Halloween Kills was. Kills were everywhere. You never knew who was gonna get chopped up next. They brought some of the old legacy characters back, and it was good to see them one final time. And yeah, Halloween Kills, I think it's a blast. It's a blast. And I've seen it twice, I believe, both times in theaters. And I liked it both times. So there you go, Halloween Kills. Number 5, we have Halloween 2018. I don't think I have the Blu-ray here. I think it left. I left it back at my mom's house. Yeah, I don't think I have 2018 with me. Weird that I have Kills and not 2018 with me. But yeah, Halloween Kills. Halloween 2018. Saw it with my dad. And I was blown away. I was like, oh my god. That first opening scene when the doctor is raising up the mask to Michael. And he's like, Michael! And then it cuts to black. And then you see the Halloween coming right at you. The logo, the opening title. And the John Carpenter theme starts playing. I got chills. I got shivers down my spine. I was like, oh my gosh. Halloween really is back. I always thought that movie should have like a surname, a subtitle. Whenever movies do, come back with a sequel, reboot, or requel, or something like that, and they don't change the title of it, the new Scream movie is just called Scream, even though it's Scream 5. They didn't call it Scream 5, but it is Scream 5, and I'm like, so when they call it just Halloween, I was like, well, you could have called it Halloween Returns. I always thought Halloween Returns was a cool name. And, but yeah, Halloween 2018 comes out at number 5. Pretty good. A lot of callbacks. Yeah, I mean, it was the movie that got everybody into Halloween again. Some for the very first time. And it was a big smash hit. Loved it. And that's something I'll rewatch again. We're getting to the better side of the Halloween franchise now, because now we're at number 4, and now it's controversial, but Rob Zombie's Halloween. I think what Rob Zombie did is he has the most different perspective of what Michael Myers is and who he can be and what evil is, and that evil comes from within. Michael Myers is literally a demon. Michael Myers is literally the devil in Rob Zombie's Halloween, and he is slashing his way through everybody. Rob Zombie's Halloween has the most brutal kills out of any film in the franchise, and it's good to see some of the old Rob Zombie faces come back. Malcolm McDowell, who had never even seen the original Halloween, strangely, plays Dr. Loomis, so he had no idea or connection to Donald Pleasance's character at all. He was just like, I'll play Dr. Loomis now. And He did very good. He did very good. Scout Taylor Compton is a great scream queen, and I don't think she gets enough credit. Whenever you're in a Rob Zombie movie, you don't really get enough credit. Like, you look at all those films, if you look at all these films, I mean, none of these guys, unless you're in the horror community, none of these guys really get enough credit in the acting world. I mean, like, Richard Brake, fantastic. You know, he plays, you know, minor roles in films here and there. The Night King and Game of Thrones. He's a fantastic actor, and I don't think he gets talked about enough. Whereas other actors today who are more popular get talked about way too often. So Rob Zombie's Halloween, soft spot in my heart. Gotta love my Rob Zombie guy. Yeah, my gosh, my voice is going away because I haven't done one of these rambling videos in so long. Let me know if you guys like these. I used to do these all the time. I literally haven't done like one this year, I don't think. So that's pretty crazy. Number 3 is Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. I'm a big Season of the Witch fan. If Mr. Jason Blum wants to make a sequel to that, then sign me up, because I am in. I am there. Season of the Witch is beautiful. People criticize it, of course, for it not having Michael Myers in it. But you know what? It doesn't need to have Michael Myers in it. Because John Carpenter's idea was that, hey, how about every Halloween, or every other Halloween, the season actually, we come out with another Halloween film, and it's a different story than the last, but we keep the name Halloween because that's the brand. Halloween is the brand, and they're all going to be stories featured around Halloween, and we can tell new stories each and every year. That is a brilliant idea. It's something that hasn't really been done, like, outside of anthology films, but to have every film in your series be like a different story, I think that's brilliant. John Carpenter, again, brilliant man, brilliant director. And not just director, he writes and he composes, and man, he does it all. Where was I going with all that? What movie are we on? Oh, Season of the Witch. Yeah, my mom's a big Season of the Witch fan. That's actually her favorite Halloween film. And I was like, well, you're going a little too far there. You gotta. I love my old Mikey boy, so he's number 1, of course. Halloween Season of the Witch, though, of course, top of the boards, top of the charts. 9 out of 10 film, Season of the Witch. It's just so different and so eerie, and the music is great. The synth, oh my gosh, it's fantastic. That little happy Halloween song, beautiful. Killing children in Halloween masks, no film will ever do that now, that's for sure. So I don't know, it was literally ahead of its time, and people weren't ready for it. People still aren't really into it, but I like it. Season of the Witch. Number 2, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. Number 2 is Halloween 2. Halloween 2. Rick Rosenthal, that's right. Leo Rossi, Jamie Lee Curtis, Donald Pleasance, Ben Tramer, R.I.P. Everybody's in Halloween 2. And it takes place the same night as the first one. And you know what? They kind of blend together. Earlier I said in the video that nothing can emulate the original Halloween's like atmosphere. But I would say Halloween 2 kind of does. It is missing, you know, the John Carpenter composition of just everything, you know, coming together in that good old classic John Carpenter-y way. But Halloween 2 itself isn't bad. 1981, I believe. Friday the 13th had already came out, and so the horror landscape was changing a little bit. And Halloween 2 delivered that same classic formula. It wasn't a total play-by-play slasher flick. It kind of takes its time between the kills, and you could really feel like the loom and the doom that Michael is out there still. The night is continuing, and he kills way more people in number 2 than they did the first one, making that night just much more impactful. And if I was a director and I was in charge of making the new Halloween trilogy, like David Gordon Green, I would probably keep Halloween 2 canon with the films, because it's the same night, you got the same people, basically the same sort of ish story. Michael is just killing people. Halloween 2 was like the Halloween Kills of the time, of the series, before Halloween Kills came out, if that makes any sense. Michael just goes on a rampage and the finale is fantastic, literal blaze of glory. And I don't know, I love it. It's actually my brother Blaze's favorite Halloween movie. That's what he tells me, at least when we watched it. And number one, of course, is John Carpenter's Halloween. How could you go with anything else other than the classic, the original, the OG? What can I say? I love Halloween, and I don't really need to talk about the original too much. I've talked about it enough on the channel already. But yeah, it's the classic. It's the original. It's the one that everyone goes back to the most. Yeah, it's just great. And I've been very fortunate enough to meet Nick Castle and meet PJ Souls and meet so many of the cast and crew of all of these films, and I don't know, I'm just very grateful for all of that, and I can't wait for the Halloween 45th anniversary convention next year. I believe is the 45th anniversary. Gosh, it's been 5 years since the 40th one so far. But yeah, definitely go to the Halloween conventions, and horror conventions in general, if you like this sort of stuff. Thank you if you've made it all the way to the end. I've said it before in the video, but we do other videos in this style, or I have done in the past, and we do so many other types of films. I'd even mention this month is Spooky Month. Spooky Month on this channel during this time of year is the only time of the year where we post spooky clips and frightening flicks all month long. That means every single video of the entire month is a horror-themed, Halloween-related video. And, I don't know, we're just having a good old time. Spooky videos all month long. This being Spooky Month, we have to review the Halloween movies. And, yes, anyways, my name is ZRice. I've gone on for way too long, I think. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I feel like I've been talking forever. Last video I made like this was like 30 minutes for the Halloween review of last year, and this one might go a little longer or shorter. I don't really know. It doesn't really matter. I could sit here for hours and hours and talk about Halloween and horror movies in general. And I'm going to be coming out with a horror Blu-ray and DVD review soon, so watch out for that. And yeah, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all. Much love to you all. Subscribe. I don't usually ask for subscribes, but, my channel kind of needs it these days. I love you very much. Mwah. Goodbye. And I'll see you in the next spooky video. Ooh.